What's going on, everybody? I'm Cigar Show Tim, and I'm going to hang out with you all for the next hour or so, and I'm going to give a few minutes for people to jump on, hang out, chat, do all that fun stuff. So when you get on here, make sure you type in the comments, let me know you're here, say hello. If you're on Facebook and you have not given your Facebook account access to StreamYard, then you'll show up as Facebook user. So the link right above, if you're watching through the Cigar Show 10 Family Room, go ahead and click on that link. That will give StreamYard the ability to show your Facebook name and all of that wonderful goodness. So I hope you're all doing well today. I wanted to come, as I've done for the last couple months now, and talk about the Luxury Cigar Club Core Box for this month. And Rory, what's going on? Hope you're doing well today. And I wanted to talk about Luxury Cigar Club and the Core Box. As many of you know, or if all of you know, I am part of the Core Box membership, and I absolutely love it. $18.99 a month. You get 3 cigars. Every once in a while, they'll throw in a 4th cigar at no extra cost, and it's just a great opportunity to try out cigars that normally you would walk by in your humidor at your local brick and mortar or while online or different things like that. So I wanted to go through the 3 cigars that are in this month's Luxury Cigar Club Core Box with all of you, and then have you all pick one and then I'll smoke it and we'll hang out together for a little bit because I wanted to go over some information, some things that have been going on, and just hear from all of you. So, and then when you jump on, make sure you jump into the comments and let me know that you are here as well. I see that Rory's here. I see a few other people are on as well. Jump into the comments, let me know you're here, and we will go from there. Now, I do have to admit something, and I did something yesterday that, quite frankly, is going to take away from today's live and doing the unboxing, because I already smoked one of the cigars in the box, but I smoked it because it's going to be my review for tomorrow that gets released for my tobacco talk for this week. So you'll get to see 2 of the 3 cigars, and then you'll get to hear my take on the 3rd one tomorrow during my tobacco talk release, which releases tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So when it releases, join me online. I usually jump in and do the chats and do all of that. If I'm able to, I'm going to be with my family actually out on a lake tomorrow, so I may not be able to join all of you for that. But nonetheless, we are here for the Luxury Cigar Club Core Box unboxing, and you can see that there are 2 cigars left in here. So let's open them up. Let's see what they are, and we'll go from there. I have not seen any other comments. I wonder if they froze. Let's see here. If you are on, I see quite a few people on. Throw a hello down in the comments. That way I know that you are tuning in here. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Frankly, it's completely up to you. So the 3 cigars that are in the Core Box for this month are completely new ones to me. One of them is a manufacturer that I've heard of. The other 2 I had not heard of at all whatsoever before. So I'm going to butcher one of the names. I'm going to just put it out there right now. I'm going to butcher one of the names, and I'd love to say I have an excuse for it, but I don't. So one of them is the Lampert Cigars 1675, and it's a smaller guy. There it is right there. If it'll come into focus, maybe, maybe not. It usually doesn't, so we'll see what happens there. No, it did it first. It wants to. It does. It really does. So, well, that's it right there. There we go. Nope, and gone again. So that's the Lampert Cigars 1675 Edición Azul. Azul, for those that don't know, Azul in Spanish means blue. So it's the blue edition. And then this next one that is still in the cello, and this is where I'm really going to butcher it, but I'm going to try my best anyways. I'm guessing that is the Chachi or the Xachi or something of that. Sachi Bobi is how I'm going to pronounce it. And it is the El Ingeniero. So that's what it says. That's what the name of it is. Cigar Crazy 84. Sup all? What's going on? Oh, that's right. I can make sure that everybody gets their due time because you guys are all spending the time with me. So I'm going to take this one out of the cello, and then I'll go through what each of the cigars consists of, their blend, all of that. So here is the second one. This is the, I'm going to call it the Chachi Bobi. I'm probably butchering that. If you know what it's really called, feel free to correct me, please. And it is made in the Dominican Republic. This is what it looks like right here. It's really trying to focus, and it just doesn't want to, because my face is in the way, or because it just doesn't like me. But either way, that is the, I'm going to call it the Chachi Bobi. So this cigar is and I'm reading all of this from Luxury Cigar Club's card that's included online, that you can scan the QR code when you get your core box every single month. It is this card right here. Carrie Key, what's going on? So when you scan this card, the QR code right there, it takes you to the information and the cigars that are going to be in the core box for that specific month. And you can actually look back at previous months as well. So this one in particular is a medium plus profile. The wrapper is Dominican, binder is Dominican, and the filler is Dominican, making it, yes, you guessed it, a Nicaraguan Puro, or excuse me, Dominican. I can talk, I promise. A Dominican Puro. So that's what it is. It is a 5x50, and it actually has a pigtail cap. If I can get that to focus on it, maybe, probably not. But it's got a pigtail cap right there on it, as you can see. And so that is one of them. The second one is the Lampert 1675. And this one, the makeup, it's a medium profile. It has an Ecuadorian wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Peruvian filler in it, and it's a 3 7/4 of an inch by 52. So that's what it is. And then the first one I did, the Chachi Bobi, as I'm pronouncing it. All's well, Tim. Trust you're the same. Absolutely, Carrie. I am. Thank you so much for jumping on today and hanging out. This is a 5x50, so that's what it is. Essentially, not essentially, it's a Robusto 5x50. So which of the two, go ahead and throw it down in the comments for everybody that's watching. Which of the two do you want me to smoke, review, hang out with you, and enjoy? And then as you are all posting your opinion on those two, go ahead and type in whether you want Lampert or Chachi. And if you want to spell Chachi like Happy Days, feel free to do it. Because it's spelled Xhaxhi. So now you know why I struggle with the pronunciation of it. The third cigar, though, in the core box for July for Luxury Cigar Club is one from Sinistro. And James of Sinistro is a great, great guy. He's a good buddy of mine. And one of his cigars is in the core box for this month. And the cigar that made it in is the Sinistro Honor Among Thieves. It's Sinistro, Mr. Red, and Honor Among Thieves. So that's what it is. It's a medium plus. It is a Brazilian wrapper. And on my review, I actually said that the binder was undisclosed. It is an Ecuadorian binder, and the fillers are from Nicaragua, the Dominican Republic, and USA. So those are the three different fillers in that Sinistro Honor Among Thieves. And it was a 6x58 Chachi. Okay, there we go. There we go, Rory, put Chachi. Yes, Cigar Crazy 84, you did, and I saw you on that show as well, and I appreciate that. It was a lot of fun hanging out with Kevin and Bradley and just getting to talk about God and answer questions. I'm a born-again Christian, for anybody that doesn't know, and getting to talk about God is an absolute joy and pleasure for me, and being able to do it on the internet with Brothers of the Leaf and Sisters of the Leaf is just the icing on the cake. It gets even, I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. So, so Rory is saying the Chachi, but for the Sinistro, I did review that. That is going to be on my Tobacco Talk, which is tomorrow. Comes out, like I mentioned, at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you click subscribe, ring the bell so you know every time I upload a new video or when I go live, like right now with all of you. And then if you want to give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, it's really completely up to you. Doesn't matter to me either way. I just love the engagement and the interaction. So I see the one vote for Chachi from Rory. I'm looking and waiting to see if there are any other votes that are going to come through, whether it's Chachi or whether it's going to be the Lampert. And this is a small cigar, so I can understand the justification for the Chachi one. Cigar Crazy 84, yes, cigars are great at bringing folks of all walks together, 100%, and yes, the typo correction, I get it right there. They absolutely are. They're great at bringing people together. Let's face it, cigars are for fellowship. Cigars are for hanging out together, and that's just what it's about. So I'm going to go ahead and cut and light the Chachi one, the Chachi Bobi, as I'm calling it, because I don't know how else to pronounce it, and that's what we're going to do. For everybody that's just jumping on, I'm going over the July Luxury Cigar Club box, and there are 2 cigars available today for me to smoke with you all, because the third one actually is my tobacco talk review for this week. So you've got the Lampert 1675 Blue Edition, or Edition Azul, or we have the Chachi Bobi El Ingeniero. You're welcome for the pronunciation. So the voting says I should smoke the Chachi, which is a Robusto size. It is a medium plus profile, Dominican wrapper, Dominican binder, and Dominican filler, making it a Dominican Puro. So let's go ahead and get it cut and lit, and we will hang out. And if you all are having a cigar or hanging out with me having a cigar, throw down in the comments, what cigar are you enjoying? What are you about to light up if you're at work? I wanted to schedule this late enough so that hopefully most of the country is off work and at home and able to enjoy a cigar with me. All right. Let's get some cold draw notes on this. Chocolatey, dark bread spice, like a molasses bread. Not much of a dried fruit sweetness at all. Travis Acord, Mr. Acorn. Just lit a La Mandaria, just got home from work. See, Travis, I planned this just so you could come home from work and have something to relax with. And happy belated anniversary. Yesterday was yours and Brittany's 8-year wedding anniversary, so congratulations on that. Very, very awesome. So I've got a La Mandaria, Rory. Oh, okay, I've got a couple other comments. Let's see here. Cigar Crazy, thinking of smoking the new Undercrown 10 a little later. Nice. I've heard quite a bit about that. I've heard phenomenal things, and I've heard decent things. I haven't heard anything negative about it, though. So it must not be too bad. No, did it go out? So yeah, Cigar Crazy, thinking of having the Undercrown 10 a little later. Rory is saying, I have my go-to, a Romeo 6x54 Maduro Toro. Very nice, Rory. So, upon initial light up, very dark, rich, earthy spice. Not spicery level for any of you that haven't watched my channel for very long. Spicery is when you get the like, whoa, that's spicy. And that's actually developing quite a bit more now on the back of the tongue. Spicery is when you've got a good spicy cigar. Pepper spice, whether it be black pepper or an actual like chili pepper, that is what spicery is. The back of the tongue starts to get a little more of the spicery as the finish continues, but there's a rich earthiness. Yeah, quite a bit of spice in it. It's definitely ramping up to a spicery level pretty quickly here. Let me turn up my exhaust vent. That way I'm not, recirculating smoke. And now it magically goes out. Like it's supposed to. Yeah, just dark earth, rich flavor in it. There's that spicery on the back of the tongue. Retrohale has a decent amount of spicery as well. And there's like a coffee chocolate kind of intermixed flavor on the long finish in the middle of the tongue. So far it's starting out well. So a couple of announcements for all of you. And if you're just now jumping on, jump into the comments. Let me know, hey, Cigar Show Tim, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. I'd love to say hello back to you and hope that you're having a good day. So a couple of updates. As you can see here, turbojetcoffee.com I roast coffee. That's just what I do. That's how it goes. Uh, I've just released a new offering. It's a single origin straight from Brazil. And it is a delicious coffee. And I say that obviously selfishly because I roast it and have it here. But it is a delicious coffee. It's one that previously was only available in other custom blends that I've done on my website and within my product line. And now it's going to shine all on its own. And so you can get turbojetcoffee.com. You can get that Brazilian Cerrado bean, the single origin. It is available for the next 4 days, I believe. It was the first week it was released. The first 4 days, you can actually get it for a couple bucks off per bag of coffee, doing a discount promo. No code is needed. It is automatically discounted. You'll see that it's normally $16 a bag, crossed out, and now says $14 per bag. And so if you would like to check that out, I would be honored. And feel free to go check that out. So coffee's going well. I'm staying pretty busy. The family's been traveling quite a bit. I was in Michigan this past weekend for a birthday party / memorial service for a dear friend, Marty Richardson. Hello, Tim. Well, hello, Marty Richardson. Hope you are doing well today. Hope you're enjoying a good cigar. And if you are, let us know what you're smoking. So if any of you are familiar with Down to the Nub logo right there that I do with cigar mechanic Brandon Wells, that podcast, a few months ago, we released an episode that said that was entitled Goodbye Cowboy. One of my dear friends, we called him Cowboy because he grew up on a farm in Wasco, California, on an almond farm. But he was tragically taken from this world way too soon. And so his birthday was this past weekend. July 10th is his birthday. So this past Saturday, my wife and I made the trek out to Michigan from California, where Kyle's widow lives with their 2 sons. Val, what's going on? Hope you're doing well today. And Craig Bainham, what's going on? Hope you are doing well. And so we were out there and got to enjoy time with friends that we haven't seen in a few years. My wife's best friend lives in Missouri. They made the drive up from Missouri to Michigan for the festivities. It was a big birthday party, memorial service celebration, though. It wasn't a time of a lot of tears and sorrow. It was a time of celebrating the amazing life that he had. So we've been traveling quite a bit. We were there. We were in Vegas the week before for my niece for a dance performance and for a family vacation. And so we have been busy, and we're going to be going. I'm leaving tomorrow. My wife and boys just left a little while ago. I'm going to go meet them up here in the mountains at a family cabin that we have and hang out with them. So it's been a busy couple weeks, but a really, really good couple weeks. Travis says, for those who haven't had Turbojet, I love it. I exclusively drink Turbojet because it is amazing. And I love supporting a brother. Travis, you know I love you, and I appreciate you plugging it and saying that. I know that you love Turbojet, and I'm humbled that that you are a faithful customer of Turbojet coffee, so thank you for that. But it's been busy. Things with the family have been good, though. Summertime is summertime. It's warm here, and it's in the upper 90s here in Southern California today, so it's warm. And it's just been really good. My back, for some of you that are aware, my back has been going through some different issues with spine alignment, all sorts of different things, too many conditions and things to go over. And so, long story short, I've adjusted my eating. I've adjusted what I'm taking into my body because there are things that create inflammation, and I am reducing those things and have seen really good results so far. So things have been busy, but things have been good. Getting healthy. Spending time with the family, enjoying the pool in the backyard, traveling, all those different things. It's been really good. And I don't have my AC on in here, so the temperature is rising, and it's going to get warm in here. Because if I have the AC on, it frankly gets very loud in here. Because it's a wall unit, which is what's right there. Or not a wall unit, it's an independent, standalone, portable one. So it gets a little loud, and I don't want to have the AC blaring in all of your ears, quite frankly. Great smoke output. The draw on the cigar is probably a good, solid, medium draw on it. Not too light, not too tight. Really, really good draw on it. The smoke output is doing very well. And I'm enjoying it so far. Look at the burn on this, though. burn is nearly razor straight. Just a little dip, but nothing to complain about at all. But what's new with all of you? What new happenings are there? Has anybody made any new cigar purchases? Picked up anything new? I know that the new Undercrown 10 was talked about a few minutes ago. So, any new cigar releases, anything that you saw, maybe if you follow PCA, the Premium Cigar Association, they just finished up their trade show in Las Vegas this past weekend. Anything new that you saw, that you heard about, whether it was from any of the big manufacturers or the smaller boutique ones, any new cigar purchases you've made. And I'm just going to plug real quick because he's a good friend of mine and I just want to do it. Little Guy Cigar Shop, Michael Wells is a good buddy of mine. You just got to go check him out. If you're into boutique cigars, whether it's Casa Cuevas, Espinosa, EP Carrillo, 1502, Patina, I mean, on and on. There are quite a few lines that he carries that are absolutely phenomenal. Go and check out littleguycigarshop.com. And actually, you can use discount code CM10, and that'll save a little bit north of 10% on your purchase. But go and check out what he has to offer. He's got some new house blends that he's testing, so if you want to get in on that and give your opinion, that would be awesome. Michael would appreciate that. And go and check out Little Guy Cigar Shop. I get a lot of my cigars from Little Guy Cigar Shop because he's just a good guy, quick shipping, and just really, really pays attention to and cares about customer service. All right, let's see here. Carrie Key, I had their short stack Habano, pretty good. Yes, Carrie, you are absolutely right. The unfortunate thing is the short stack Habano is no longer being manufactured. So, if you want to have an idea of what may be coming to Little Guy Cigar Shop, go and check out the, I think it's called the Tester Kit or the Tester Pack. I think it's 6 different cigars. I've got one in my humidor. Here, it's, I think, 6 different cigars that run the full range and spectrum of the flavor profile gamut. And go and check them out. But yes, unfortunately, the short stack line has been discontinued, and so he is quickly going to be bringing in something new that will be amazing and delicious and just as high of quality as the short stack line was, which was absolutely delicious. The Habano was my favorite. I loved that cigar. I've got probably about 5 or 6 left in my humidor, and I am protecting them well. Cigar Crazy 84 says the Stillwell Star sounds interesting. Stillwell Star sounds interesting. What is the Stillwell Star? Stillwell sounds familiar to me. Is it a new manufacturer, a new line of cigars that are out? Enlighten us, Cigar Crazy 84, because I am now curious about that. Carrie says, yes, their shipping was great. Absolutely. Little Guy Cigar Shop shipping is phenomenal. Trying to track a Savage Feast. Okay. I've heard quite a bit about that. Obviously, the thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I bought it on your recommendation. Oh, well, awesome. Glad to hear that, Carrie. That's great. And Travis is saying the new Dunbarton. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's right. That was the one that, if I'm not mistaken, Cigar Prop Kevin Shahan, a good friend of mine, was smoking but couldn't reveal what it was, and everybody was guessing it was the new Dunbarton. So I'm guessing that's what it was. And then Cigar Crazy Saka doing a pipe tobacco long filler blend. Ah, yes. Okay. Excuse me. But I have noticed that that there are a lot of cigars that were released just leading up to PCA. Obviously, you get the LCA, you get the stuff from Pravada that's coming out. You get the Murder Hornet. You've got all the other ones that have been coming out recently that a lot of people have been jumping on. I personally have not tried any of the limited LCA stuff. I haven't purchased any of it. I've been sent a couple of them. One of them was the Hialeah Gardens, or Hialeah Gardens, however you pronounce it, that I did review. Was really, really good. My brother, Ron Real. Yo, brother, just popping in to say what's up. I'll check the playback on this. I'll catch it later. Absolutely, Ron. Have a good day, brother. I don't know if you're working or not, but if you are, stay safe, and thank you for protecting the people in your area as a firefighter. Adam Wolf, what's up, Tim and family? I am doing well, Adam. Hope you are doing well. I am smoking and I'm going to call it the Chachi Bobi because that's the only way I know how to pronounce it, from Luxury Cigar Club's core box for this month. It's a Robusto, it's a 5x50, and it is a Dominican Puro cigar, and so far it is treating me quite nicely. Cigar Crazy says the Murder Hornet was pretty good. Yeah, I've heard for the most part that it was just that pretty good. I know that Cowboyism on YouTube, another fellow reviewer, good guy, has posted those a few different times that he's smoking them and enjoying them, and I've seen quite a few other people that have been enjoying them as well. So it must not be that bad of a cigar. And let's face it, the private stuff that Brian DeCin is putting out with LCA under the Pravada umbrella, a lot of people have been jumping on and have really enjoyed it. And I say go for it. I say enjoy it. Um, and uh, and yeah, there's just been a lot that's been coming out. I mean, PCA, from what I heard, was not a very full, busy show, but the people that were there made it a very good show. And I was not able to make it because, again, I was in Michigan with my wife for Cowboy's birthday party slash memorial. And so next year, my goal is to be there. My goal is to be at TPE next year as well for the first time. And it's already on the calendar. My wife already knows. And unless we have something that is absolutely necessary to be at, like Cowboy's birthday party and memorial this year, I will plan on being at both of them, which would be awesome. Adam Wolf says, doing good. I actually smoked the Murder Hornet the other day, and it was pretty good too. Awesome. Glad to hear it. You smoking anything right now, Adam? Cigar Crazy, I know you mentioned it earlier, but for anybody that didn't know or didn't see my post on Instagram or whatever it was, I was on with Cigar Prop Kevin Shahan and Brad Reith of Zeal Cigars Monday, so 2 days ago now, and had a really good time talking about questions that Kevin wanted to bring up relating to God and aliens and all those different things, and had a really good time with them. I've talked with Brad since, and we've connected in different things, and it's just great to be able to have conversations, whether you believe in God the way that I personally do or not, be able to have conversations without feelings get hurt, without being offended, and just from a place of understanding each other's perspective or each other's questions was a lot of fun. So if you didn't see that or catch that for his I Tap That live show that he does on Mondays, it was technically a subversion or sub edition of the Bearded Brother show. Then I would highly encourage you to go and check out Kevin's video on that. Watch the replay. It was just a really good, fun time. Good laughs, good fun time, good serious questions, a lot of thinking, and really, really enjoyed it. So Adam says he is smoking a Crowned Heads Juarez. Such a great budget cigar. Great budget cigar. The Crowned Heads Juarez is so good. It's one of those budget cigars that I think a lot of people overlook. It's gotten quite a bit of attention the last couple years here, but and from one of my good buddies who's been in the cigar industry for quite some time, he's worked at a couple of the large online and brick and mortar locations. Shared with me that the blend is a blend borrowed from another cigar, tweaked just a little bit, and labeled as the Juarez, and it's much less costly. And I can see why it has caught on, because it is absolutely phenomenal. Adam then shared that he watched the episode, watched the show, and found it interesting how aliens were connected. Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting the way that the questions were worded, the way that Kevin was curious about certain things. But I loved how all of us discussed, not just Brad and I, but how both of us were being asked questions by Kevin, but then were talking and conversing and just giving our thoughts and opinions. And it was a lot of fun to be on that show, to be on that episode. I was honored that at the end, Kevin said, you did something at the end of your last Down to the Nub episode with Brandon that I would, like to ask you to do. And so I got to close out his show, the interview portion of his show, with a word of prayer. And it was awesome. It was an honor to be able to bring God into that. And he was in all the discussion anyways, but to conclude that episode and that live show interview portion by thanking God was just a really, really cool thing. And I'm not trying to push God on all of you. I'm just letting you know what has happened and my beliefs. And if you have questions about that, I would love to talk to you more about this God that I believe in and that I follow and that I love with my entire heart, and that I believe has put me on this earth to spread his love and to make people come to an understanding of him. So amen, Travis. That's right. Amen. So the cigar, as I'm getting down into the first third, burn's getting just a little bit of a wave to it. Nothing crazy. Razor straight there. I could have lied and said, look, it's straight. But you know me, I'm honest. But it's good so far. It's got that spice. It's tamed down just a little bit. The retro isn't as spicery as it was a few minutes ago. But I'm picking up like a dark fruit richness in it now. There's that baking spice, but there's that dark fruit with some chocolate in there. And it's really good. I'm enjoying it. And the backstory on it, for anybody that doesn't know, and I read this from the Luxury Cigar Club card that you can get again online for the core box by scanning your QR code and being directed to that website, is Bobi, is how I'm gonna pronounce it, Bobi, is a box maker, and he's made boxes for Arturo Fuente, for Davidoff, and for many others over the years in the cigar industry. And as Luxury Cigar Club stated, it was just a matter of time until he started manufacturing his own cigars. And so that's how this line was born. That's how it came to be. And I love the simplicity of the band. Yeah, it's colorful, but the band, it's just a simple paper band with the image on it. And here, I'll rotate it around so you can all see it. It says right there, Dominican Republic, made by hand, hecho a mano. And so it's just really cool. It says Chachi Bobi and all that on there. So just a really cool band. Red, white, blue, and orangey. I'm colorblind, so give me a little grace on that one. Marty Richardson, smoking a Pravada farm rolled. Nice, very cool. I may not believe like you, nor you me, but I love it when we can talk without judgment. That show is why I'm watching now. Cigar Crazy, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. The last thing any true Christian should do, and this is any faith, any faith belief system, and I believe that Christianity is a relationship with Christ, not a religion. But the last thing anybody should do is try and shove it down somebody's throat and make them feel like their perspective on something or difference in perspective is being judged, because it's all a discussion, and it's all where we have come in our life to an understanding one way or the other and how we live our lives. And it should always be done with respect. There's just no other way about it. It should always be done with respect and be done in a way that we don't make someone feel excluded or cut off or like they don't belong because their ideals or their thoughts or their perspectives on something don't match up with ours. I'm going to go ahead and tap off the ash, because if you've watched me for any amount of time, I don't really care about long ash. It's fun every once in a while, but for the most part, I don't care. And I am pairing the cigar today with a Topo Chico mineral water, because if you have not seen my the drink debate series that I did, I spent 8 weeks, and I drank 8 different beverages and smoked the same cigar 8 times. And I did coffee, I did beer, I did wine, I did bottled water, I did mineral water, I did whiskey, I did rum, and I did soda. And so those were the different ones, different beverages that I had. So if you've not checked that out, feel free to go back. There's a playlist on my channel here where you can just click on it. It says The Drink Debate, and you can watch those videos. But I smoked the Espinosa Habano, number 4. And Carrie, thank you so much for that. And Travis, yes, I agree. Glass bottle Topo Chico is the best on a hot day. Carrie, if you haven't seen that series, you're missing out. Carrie, I greatly appreciate that. It was one of those series that I had in my mind for quite some time, and finally decided to do it, pulled the trigger, talked to some fellow cigar reviewer friends of mine, and just said, hey, here's what I'm thinking. What's your take on it? Because I'm not afraid to just say, hey, here's one of my ideas. I'm not going to be uber protective of it. And a few of them just said, you know what, I think that's a great idea because it's been discussed so much. And yeah, there were some discussions in a couple of the clubs that I belong to about, you shouldn't have it with this, you shouldn't have it with that. And regardless of all of those opinions, I wanted to see if the cigars were different and the experience was different with each beverage. And they absolutely were. But in the end, I prefer Topo Chico with my cigars, and feel free to go back and watch if you haven't seen it, and I would love your take on it. Rory says, I only drink water or Coke with a cigar, and water most of the time. You know what, Rory? That's a great way to go about it, in my opinion. Again, that's my opinion. Some people love to have whiskey. Some people like to have rum. Some people like to have bottled water, mineral water, coffee, soda, whatever it is. And I respect that because this is your own journey. This is what you want to get out of your cigar journey, and you should enjoy the cigar the way that you want to. If you want to enjoy a cigar with a iced caramel frappuccino, frappy dappy, lottie dottie, mochi choky thing, then hey, knock your socks off. Go for it. I mean, knock your socks off, knock yourself out, whatever. But go for it. Cigar Crazy, Dr. Pepper. There you go. And the drink debate that I did, Cigar Crazy, I feel bad not knowing your name, so I apologize by just calling you Cigar Crazy. You don't have to give me your name, but it's totally up to you. But I just like knowing on a personal level the people that support my channel, which I'm deeply humbled by. But Dr. Pepper was the soda that I had for the soda episode. Carrie says, checking out. Thanks again, Tim, for spending time with us, and everyone have a great evening. Carrie, you as well. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great evening yourself. But Dr. Pepper was the drink that I had. Nick, there we go. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. It was the drink that I chose for the soda one. And yes, it's because, and I'll say it, fellow cigar reviewer Martina Maya, in a lot of his reviews, was drinking Dr. Pepper. And so I wanted to see what it did, positive, negative, neutral, whatever, in that cigar experience. And so I was fortunate to reach out to Espinosa Cigars and call up Jack Tarano and just say, hey, this is what I'm thinking of doing. What's your take on it? And he gladly said, we'd love to support it. We'd love to be the sponsor of it. And so Espinosa supported and sponsored that entire series where I went through every single drink. For the mineral water, I did not use Topo Chico. I did use Perrier because that tends to have more of a familiarity, at least for the last number of years and decades growing up for me. It was like, oh yeah, it's Perrier. And so that was the mineral water that I chose to have with the cigar. And it was an interesting series, an interesting experience. Rory says, I hear a lot of people say Dr. Pepper. I do too. And you know what? If they enjoy it, there is nothing wrong with that at all. If I drink a soda, it is either root beer or Dr. Pepper. Now, Adam, I got to ask you this because root beer is a very serious thing for me. Have you had Henry Weinhardt's root beer? It's a small company, and I think they're more West Coast than Midwest or East Coast and all that. But Henry Weinhardt's root beer is absolutely, hands down, without a doubt, my favorite. Brother Stogie, I won't use your real name because the law really doesn't permit me to do that. But what's going on, Brother Stogie? I hope you were doing well. I'm hanging out. I'm a huge root beer fan. Cigar Snob Chicago, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for jumping in here. If I do soda, it is ginger ale. There you go, Brother Stogie. But I am reviewing the July core box from Luxury Cigar Club, and I'm smoking I'm going to call it the Chachi, because that's the only way I can pronounce it, the Chachi Bobi. It's a Robusto 5x50, and it is a Dominican Puro. Yes, Brother Stogie, I said Puro, so if it was your channel, we'd be hearing that. You're welcome. I know you're laughing at me now. Enjoy that. But the second cigar in there is the Lampert 1675, which is a 3 3/4 by 52, I believe. I don't have it in front of me right now. And then the third one that's in that box, or in the package for the month, is the Sinistro Mr. Red Honor Among Thieves. And I already smoked that one, so you didn't get a choice of checking it out and getting that option to hear my take on it, because I reviewed it for this week's Tobacco Talk, which is coming out tomorrow morning. So those are the 3 cigars in the Luxury Cigar Club Core Box membership for the month of July. And I love it how people are just saying, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Saying hey to Brother Stogie. Adam saying, what's up, Brother Stogie? And then likewise saying it back. Ooh, Marty Richardson says, try Dr. Pepper Cream Soda. I have not tried the Dr. Pepper Cream Soda, and I am not usually a huge fan of cream soda, at least when it's like the root beer cream soda. It just doesn't jive well for me for whatever reason, but I may have to. So continuing on, I'm definitely down with the first third in the cigar. The spicery level on the tongue is still there. Look at all that smoke. Doing great. Spicy level is still there on the tongue. And I'm just getting that rich earth. The chocolate note is still there, but there's still that sort of like sweetened dried fruit, almost like a plum, which I guess technically is a date, kind of flavor note in there. And I'm enjoying it. So far, it's really good. The band, as it starts to warm up, and it's not going to show up on camera, gets pretty oily. I don't know if you can see the sheen there down by the foot of the cigar. There's a little bit of a sheen to it compared to up here at the cap. And of course, it won't focus because why would it? But it's got an interesting oily sheen as you get down to it, which I'm sure, of course, is releasing more of the flavors, which are really good so far. All the Smoke Cigar Reviews. What's up, Tim, Adam, Brother Stogie? I hope you are doing well yourself, Tim. And for those of you that aren't familiar with or aren't already following, make sure you're following Brother Stogie as one of the Cigar Titans. Go to Cigar Titans channel, youtube.com/Cigar Titan, and check them out. And then All the Smoke Cigar Reviews, another down-to-earth, great cigar reviewer who is just genuine and puts out awesome content. So if you're not already subscribed to both of those channels, you absolutely need to. And you know that I recommend channels that I believe in, that I'm subscribed to, and that I watch. And both of them are channels that I absolutely watch. I mean, the Cigar Titans are just up the road for me a little bit, about 20 minutes away, and I get to hang out with them every once in a while. So it's cool having the Brothers of the Leaf that close, which is really awesome. And yes, everybody's saying hello to the other Tim. Brother Stogie and Adam are both saying what's up to him. So that's how the cigar's treating me so far. But Brother Stogie, it's almost quitting time. It may be quitting time already. You smoking a cigar? You got anything lit up? And then Tim, do you have anything going right now? Any cigar lit up? Are you hanging out? You still at work? What you got going on? All the smoke. Yes. Appreciate that, Tim. Just want to see the cigars you got. There you go. Well, it was the Chachi Bobi Robusto. It's a 5x50. And then there was the Lampert 1675, which is a 3 3/4 by 50. And then it's the Sinistro Mr. Red Honor Among Thieves. And it is actually my review for this week. So if you want to know my take on that cigar, you'll have to watch my review on that when it comes out tomorrow and see my take on it. Absolutely, Brother Stogie. Always here to plug you, give you the love. And you're about to clock out. Time for work to end soon. So yes, about to clock out, about to light up a good cigar. And you better be slow smoking some good meat this weekend. I'm just going to say that, Brother Stogie, because you enjoy that. Yes. This is where I should get up close to the microphone and go, smoked meat, so good. Feel free to laugh at me. Go ahead. Actually, I'm thinking smash burger. Ooh, there you go. That's good eating. Smoking a Hoya Dark Corojo. Very nice. Very, very nice. Tim, have you had the Hoyo, it was a Hoya Antonio, Connecticut. I had that. I've had it a couple times now, and I wasn't a big fan of it. But I don't know your take on it, or if anybody else has had that one. Just another one from Hoya, what their take on it is. Adam saying what's going on, and a nice one for all the smoke. But I was not a big fan of the Hoya Antonio, Connecticut. It just didn't do it for me, and that's okay. Taking the kids to Rahagi's shooting range smash burgers only seems right. Absolutely. And Brother Stogie, I got to tell you, I will be there with both my sons. I will be there with both my boys, and we will be having fun, getting there a little bit later in the morning, probably about 9 o'clock, with some families from Cub Scouts. So I look forward to connecting and saying hey to you and all that good stuff, and actually getting to meet both of your boys, and then you'll meet both of my boys. So I say, yeah, let's go play with some guns. Tim says, not yet, brother. You know what? It's all good. I was just curious about it. So what questions do you all have for me? Questions about my channel, cigars you want to see me review, thoughts on Luxury Cigar Club, anything like that at all. Brother Stogie says, watch out. I'll be there around the same time. There we go. Adam Wolf says the Hoya Antonio, Connecticut is good in the morning with some coffee. You mean Turbojet coffee? Sorry, I had to do it. But good to know, Adam, that you enjoy it with some coffee. I had it with some bourbon, actually, and maybe that's why I didn't care for it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll give it another try. And I'm at the point now, and I have been in my cigar journey, where I usually try a cigar a couple times. If after that it's not for me, then it's not for me. But I've still got one in my humidor, and I'll have to try it with coffee, and we'll go from there. Joined late. Which box do you have? I have the core box. So I have the core box that comes plain white, simple box. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There you go. With all the stuffing in it. Core. So that is the box that I get every month. I really enjoy it. For $18.99, you really can't go wrong. Adam says, I need to try some Turbojet coffee. I will have to make an order later tonight. Adam, I appreciate that. It's a no pressure thing. Depending on which roast level you like, light roast, medium roast, dark roast, super dark roast, like an Italian, let me know. I can help sort of steer you and guide you, or if you just want to get a bunch of different ones, it's totally up to you, whichever way you want to do it. Cigar Head TV, Fred, my brother. Hey, what's up, brother Tim? I hope you're doing well today, Fred. And yes, Adam is doing the same thing. Brother Fred with the muscles. Californian that loves guns. I'm loving. Oh, Cigar Crazy. Yes, absolutely love guns. Gun owner. Card-carrying member of the NRA, very pro 2A, and yes, I protect my family. I will just put it that way. So, yes, Californians and guns can go together, and they can go together very, very beautifully. Adam says, or no, Travis says, Adam, if you like the BTCG, Bob the Cigar Guy coffee, get the Turbojet Sumatra Dark Roast. Great recommendation, Travis. The Sumatra Dark Roast is personally my favorite of all of the single origin and blends that I have. Sumatra Dark Roast is a single origin as well, Sumatra Mandailing from Indonesia, and so that's what that one is, and I absolutely love it. Let's see here. So Adam says, I tend to drink medium to dark. Any suggestions would be welcome. So I would go with the Italian medium if you like medium, and I would go with the Sumatra dark if you like dark. Two different flavor profiles, very smooth. The Sumatra is less acidic, and the Italian medium is not very acidic at all either, but there's just a little bit of info for you. Yes, Fred, I love guns. Hashtag gun carrier. I protect my family at all costs. Right there with you with that hashtag. Nick says, I'm from South Carolina. Enough said. Amen. There you go. Fred is saying, brother Adam, what's up? Adam, I do. Travis, thanks for the suggestion. There you go. Travis is saying, what's up, Fred? How you been? And Tim says, what's up, Fred? Yeah, guns and cigars go together. Yes, they do. They go together. To quote Forrest Gump, I was going to say Tom Hanks, they go together like peas and carrots. But yeah, any questions you have for me about my channel, about reviews that I've got coming up, I do have a cigar that was given to me by Cigar Titan. That is a Nick Melillo cigar. It's a Foundations, the Wise Man. It's in one of the Vitolas. It's actually the Vitola that is his favorite, and it's one of his favorite cigars, if not his favorite. So I'll be reviewing that in the next couple of weeks here. I have done a couple Foundation cigars on my channel already. I've done the El Wawense 5-year Anniversario, which I was not a big fan of. And so that will be coming soon. Fred says, brother Travis, man, much love, brother. Hope all is well. God bless you. And then he says, all the smoke. What's up, brother? Yes, I love how when somebody goes live, then have you done any asylums? Oh, there we go. Rory, I have had asylums. I've had the Asylum 13 Ogre, which I was absolutely not a fan of. I've had an Asylum, I think it's a Corojo, which was pretty good. But yeah, overall, I haven't found a lot of Asylums that I care for, quite honestly. Fred said, have you smoked the new Camacho factory release yet? I have not. I have not had a Camacho in a couple of years, honestly. So no, I have not tried the new stuff from Camacho. My personal opinion is they've gone downhill since being bought out, quite frankly. and their cigars were better before. I hadn't had a lot of them before, but I had them, and I just think they were better before they were bought out. Woo! Comments coming up here. All the smoke reviews. So Tim says, when's your next series? Ooh, good question. Quite honestly, I don't know, and I don't know what the next series would be. I've got a couple ideas that I'm throwing around, and I'm not sure yet which way I'm going to go. I've had some, I guess you would call it, if you're in the magazine or newspaper industry, that you would call it an op-ed. And so, an editorial kind of getting my thoughts out, like I've done a couple different times, like I did with Why Bother Reviewing Cigars. And Fred, I have not forgotten about you. I will reach out to you. That is completely my fault. It's just been crazy busy, not an excuse, brother, but I'm going to reach out to you. And I've done a couple others, that I've, Why I Review Cigars, that I did probably about 6 months ago. But as far as a specific series, I've got a couple of opinion kind of things that I've been toying with throwing around. But I'm really just, having done that series, and I'll be completely honest with all of you, when I did the drink debate series, my viewership went down. Whether people agreed with it or not, or I heard other reviewers say that their videos weren't getting the exposure that they used to, the month before that. But my viewership went down. But I stuck with it for the entire 8 weeks because I wanted to. I'm not here to have millions and millions of viewers. I've said from, frankly, near the beginning that I'm here to just enjoy reviewing cigars. There is no other end game. There's no other hidden agenda. It's to enjoy reviewing cigars and share the journey with all of you. So I'm not sure what series, what the next one will be on, to be completely honest with you, Tim. Adam says, have you smoked the Foundation, David or Goliath? I have not had either one of them. I've heard phenomenal things about both of them. Mostly I've heard about the strength of both of them, but I have not had either one of them. Brother Stogie says, the whole family comes together when one or the other goes live. The goal of bringing the community together. Absolutely, Brother Stogie. That's what the community is for. I love when any reviewer or somebody gets on and people just jump on and hang out. And Adam Wolf, I gotta shout you out. You are on every live, everything, all the time, and it blows my mind. But I love how in tune and ingrained you are in the cigar community. Absolutely love it. It shows your passion for it. Nick says to Rory, pause. If you like Asylum, try Aroa. Yes, Aroa's got some great stuff. CLE, Christian Aroa, his new stuff is absolutely phenomenal. The Corojo is good. The Chele Prensado is another good one. There are quite a few really, really good ones that Christian Aroa has been putting out lately. Fred says, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Since Davidoff bought them out, they've really gone downhill. It's all good, brother. I understand. Thank you. I appreciate that, Fred. Roy says, if you're into cigars and guns, check out a brother Joe at Smokin' Millennial and Shooting Gallery New England here at YouTube and IG. Yeah, you know what? I actually was chatting with him, Smokin' Millennial Joe, back a couple weeks ago because we got connected. He sent me a message through Instagram, was asking some questions of me and some different things like that. Yeah, so go and check him out. He's an up-and-coming cigar reviewer. My personal opinion, he's got some room to grow. And I say that with all the humility because I have room to grow still. I had room to grow when I started, and we should all have room to grow and be challenging ourselves to get better. Adam says, the drink pairing was a great series. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. And Cigar Snob Chicago says both are fire. Awesome. Good to hear that. Adam, thanks, Tim. The cigar community welcomed me with open arms, so I try to support it as much as possible. And it shows, Adam. It absolutely shows. Marty says, what's the best medium coffee from Turbojet? Marty, I would go with the Italian medium. That is actually my best-selling coffee after my Sumatra Dark Roast. From everything that I launched originally, the Italian medium is the best-selling of all of my blends. And it's more of a savory, chocolate, creamy nuttiness. If you were to go to like a mom-and-pop diner and ask for a cup of coffee, and it was a good mom-and-pop diner that knew about coffee, that's what you would get with the Italian medium. A good, middle-of-the-road, savory, good, full-flavored coffee experience. And so that is what I would recommend if you're going to go medium from Turbojet. You can go with either of the Shadow Smokers Legion blends, which are like a medium plus, which are very good. And if you like the Italian medium, then you would like the Aftershow blend. But honestly, I would, even though I would love to direct you to the after show because it costs more. Right now, it's out of stock, and secondly, I think that one's the one that's out of stock. And then secondly, the Italian medium, I think just is better, plain and simple. Cigar Snob Chicago is saying, Fred, what's up? Adam is saying, what's up to Chicago Cigar Snob Chicago? And I liked them both too. Fred says, Brother Snob, what's up, man? Again, I love the community. I love the hanging out. I love just being part of it. And I want to real quickly just shout out my former channel that I was a partner with, co-founder with, Dad Smoking Cigars. Kyle did his 3-year sort of impromptu live last night celebrating 3 years of Dad Smoking Cigars, which I was part of founding and doing all of that for about a year and a half or so. And so congrats to Kyle on the 3-year anniversary and getting there. And I do wish him nothing but the best success in the future. For anybody that didn't know, I was a part of that channel at the beginning, and then a year ago launched my channel. And no bad blood, no nothing negative at all. We're still, I mean, great friends. He's one of my best friends. But I wanted to just shout him out real quick and give him the plug. So if you haven't checked out Dad Smoking Cigars, he's got a unique style all to him. Yeah, go and check it out. Oh, wow, I caught up on the comments. Look at that. I'm doing well. So getting into the middle of the second third, halfway through it. So getting that dark earth richness again with coffee. That sweetness from the fruit is there. It's not a pronounced like date or plum anymore, but it's there. And that spicery level has tamed way down. It's gone way down. Yes, Adam, absolutely. 3 years is a great thing, great milestone. And you know, people have tried to stir up drama, you know, a la Tim and Bradley. There is none of that exists whatsoever. And so I've got nothing but love for Kyle. Roy then says, to all our cigar smoking dads, woohoo, applause. Yes, exactly. To all the dads that are out there smoking cigars and enjoying them, keep on enjoying them. Burn is mostly straight. There's a little wave to it there. Smoke output, obviously, as you can see. That's one thing I love about doing these live, is you guys can accurately see the smoke output, because taking video clips of me just sitting here having smoke all over, frankly, I edit all that out. I talk about the smoke output, but to have smoke fill the area while there's just silence for me is just not my personal style and how I want to have my videos produced. But I love that about the lives, where you guys can accurately see, all the brothers and sisters of the leaf can accurately see smoke output. Have I had to relight it? All those different things. You know that my tagline for my channel is cigar reviews without the snobbery, and I had that challenged within this last week. But I responded to it, and by the end, it was a very respectful response, which I appreciated. It was on one of my videos. It doesn't matter what it was, but it was on one of my videos. And this subscriber of mine, who I greatly appreciate sharing that opinion, challenged, you know, my tagline of cigar reviews without the snobbery because of what I was sharing in my message. And I responded honestly, and by the end, it was appreciated, and it was a mutual respect, which was awesome. Brother Stogie, all right, fam, until next time, watching this in my office, time to get out of here. Yes, get out of there. Go home. And I will see you on Saturday, brother. Oh, look at that. I dropped a viewer. I wonder who that was. Brother Stogie. Just kidding. And for those that don't know, Cigar Titans, Brother Stogie being one half of Cigar Titans, they love Luxury Cigar Club as well. They get the core box as well as the Palladium each month, so that they can talk about it and share it with everybody. And I love that we both are in that same mindset of loving and supporting Luxury Cigar Club. And look, I know that there are other cigar subscription clubs and services and whatever label you want to put on it out there. I totally get it. And whichever you belong to and you subscribe to, good for you. go and check them out. I personally, Luxury Cigar Club is the one for me. Do I participate in others, and have I checked out others? I have throughout my cigar journey, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we are in this journey because we want to learn more about the different cigars that are out there. I just happen to gravitate towards Luxury Cigar Club. I've known those guys literally since they began. Marty Richardson says, "Thank you for your opinion." Absolutely, Marty. Happy to give it. I've known Chris and Ben since just after they started, when Dave was still a part of them, and they're just good guys. And so, you know, I just love Luxury Cigar Club, plain and simple. And I'll be honest and let everybody know, I've been approached by other cigar clubs, and I don't say that as like a, ooh, look at Tim. It's not that at all. I've been approached by other cigar clubs, but out of respect for Luxury Cigar Club, and the way that I wanted to operate my channel, I'm sticking with one. Plain and simple, that's just how it is. That is my take on it. Other channels review multiple different subscription services and cigar clubs, and that's great for them. That's just not the way that I chose to operate my channel. But I have tremendous respect for the other clubs that are out there, and the ones that have reached out to me with interest, because I think it's great that there are multiple outlets and opportunities for people to check out new cigars. Cigar Snob Chicago says, I love Luxury Cigar Club. Yeah, because they are hitting you with the new delicious cigars. They have great palettes when making the boxes. I have Core and Platinum. Ooh, you got in on Platinum. So you've been a member for quite a while, Cigar Snob Chicago. And I don't know your name. Forgive me for that. I love knowing my subscribers' names and having it be a personal level. But it's totally up to you, like earlier, getting to know Nick's name. But, whoop, there we go. I just love the fact that Luxury Cigar Club has so many different offerings, and the fact that you're with Platinum, it just shows that you've been with them for a while. So that's awesome, that you are part of the Platinum membership. I remember when Platinum was launched, and when Palladium came out, when Down to the Nub was still doing live episodes. We had the guys from Luxury on, and they were just launching Palladium. We were fortunate enough to get the first box from that so that we could talk about what was in it, and it's just really cool. Tim says, agree, Cigar Snob, haven't been disappointed with a box yet. That is absolutely awesome. Nick says, I may have to try them. I was just looking at their website. My wife may kill me if I join yet another Cigar of the Month club. Well, don't get yourself in trouble, but enjoy good cigars. Is that the nicest way of saying that? Cigar clubs are a great thing no matter which one you choose. To me, it helps people try different cigars. Adam, you hit the nail on the head. Absolutely, that is it. It helps people try cigars that they normally either don't have access to because they don't live close enough to a brick and mortar, or that they would normally walk by in their local B&M's humidor, or that they wouldn't normally order online, and all those different things. And so, yes, cigar clubs are out there for that. Cigar Snob Chicago says, been dying to join their Diamond Club. Well, good luck on that one, because of the waiting list for it, and the amount of people that are on it, and the length of time it will take for that to open up, I guess, is the only way to put it, because it is in very high demand, as it should be, because of the caliber of cigars that they have included in that. I'll probably hang out with all of you for another 15, 20 minutes or so. Been on for just over an hour. Getting into the final third, just down to the band there. And getting a stronger note of leather. Leather's coming through with coffee. Strong leather and coffee. They should at least add one member a year. There you go. But strong leather and coffee is what I'm getting as the final third of this cigar begins. And as you can see, the burn on it is not doing bad. It's got a little bit of a wave, but it's really not bad considering everything. Not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and take off the band, and it is sliding right off nicely. And for anybody that isn't familiar with taking off cigar bands a whole lot, or if you're a newer cigar smoker, wait until the cigar warms up, until the foot warms up the glue on the band to take it off. Because I've seen people that just rip cigar bands to shreds, and I get it. There are some manufacturers, not even just manufacturers, there are some times where too much glue is used on that specific cigar that you're enjoying, and it gets stuck to the wrapper leaf and different things happen. I get it. But sorry, squirrel moment, looked at something down here. But give it the opportunity to warm up. Sorry, total squirrel moment. But give it the time to warm up, and usually it should slide right off, or you can take it right off because the glue has warmed up, which releases it, and it makes it much easier to remove that cigar band. Rory, Cigar Crazy Nick, you said, I gotta run. Great talking to all. Great show. See y'all around. Thank you so much, Nick, for jumping on here. Have a great evening. And Rory says, Brother Tim, I'm being called away. It's been fun. Hope to do this again. Enjoy the rest of that chachi. Maybe next time, invite Joni to come along for the ride. There you go. Great idea, Rory. Have a great evening, Rory. Yes, and for those of you that aren't familiar with Joni and Chachi, I hope you are, but Joni and Chachi, Happy Days, two of the main characters on there. So, yes, if you aren't familiar with that, Google it, look up on YouTube. It's a show that, was on now 40 years ago, 35, 40 years ago. So as I'm getting ready to wrap this up in the next few minutes, wanted to just give one more opportunity for anybody to ask any questions, give their thoughts, opinions. What would you like to see on the channel? I mean, Tim, All the Smoke, Cigar Reviews, great question with what the next series is going to be. And I just want to be able to answer any questions you all may have relating to the cigar industry, any opinions I may have, PCA, TPE, FDA, all those kinds of things. I'm not one that gets into the huge politics of things, but if you have any questions on my opinion, I got no problem sharing them. Getting more spicy, more spicery on the tongue like it started out with. Without retrohaling, you get more of the coffee. When you retrohale, you get more of the leather note in it. But it's good. It's a good, it says it's a medium plus on the information card for it, and I would completely agree. It's a medium plus in the strength of the cigar. Full flavored, really good. It's not one that nicotine-wise is knocking me back or anything like that. You may have a different experience if you enjoy mostly lighter cigars, but then again, you may not. I've had lighter cigars that have knocked me back, and I've had Maduros that have done absolutely nothing to me. But medium plus is the strength profile of this one, according to Luxury Cigar Club's information card, and I would completely agree with it. Well, excuse me, as things are wrapping up with that, oh yeah, spicy level, much more. So if you like a little more spicy cigars, good earthy leather coffee notes in there, a little bit of chocolate in the second third, this is a cigar that you should check out. I'm going to again call it the Chachi Bobby. And Chris, Ben, if you see this, please correct how it's said, because yeah, if I'm butchering it, I would love to be able to call it the appropriate name or have it corrected down in the comments. But I think that's going to do it, everybody. I've appreciated all of you spending time out of your Wednesday with me, your evening with me, and hanging out, getting to see what is in the Luxury Cigar Club core box for this month of July. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate it. I'll have to check it out. I like spicy cigars. Adam, you would like it once it gets to the second third, well, the first third and then the final third. Second third's a little bit of spice, like I talked about, a little more subdued. Yeah, if you like spicy cigars, I would recommend checking this one out. Absolutely, Adam. Thank you so much for tuning in and chatting as well. But that's going to do it, everybody. That is this month's Luxury Cigar Club core box. And if you have any questions, you can reach me on my social media channels at Cigar Show Tim, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm there on all of them. But thank you so much. And as I say each time, enjoy your cigar journey. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.